my name is Akansha and welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to test few Indian desert hacks from Instagram Reels and check if they are real or fake. Before starting the video, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at @HungerPlans. Also click on the bell icon to get all the post notifications. Our first hack, which was the most requested Rasgulla chart, is sent by Mehvish Rahman. I know it's a desert testing video, but Rasgulla is an Indian dessert, so had to try it out. Here I have 2 pieces of Rasgulla. Squeeze out all the sugar syrup out of it, cut it into half, pour sweetened curd over it, add sweet khajur ki chutney, spicy coriander pudina ki chutney, sprinkle some salt, red chili powder, chaat masala, garnish it with coriander leaves and nylon save. Rasgulla chaat doesn't sound good but looks quite pretty. Let's taste it. Wait, what? That is so good. How do you come up with such things? Yeah, it's sweet, spicy, tangy, chatpata all at once. I love when there are a lot of flavor in just one bite. The rasgulla is actually acting like dahi vada here, but even more juicy or moist, which is taking this very simple chaat up a notch. It was a big success. Our next hack, which is sent by Tejaswini, looks exceptionally beautiful. For the base, I have 1 cup of digestive biscuit. To that, add 1/3 cup of melted butter. Mix and add it into tart mold. I couldn't find my tart base, so I lined it with baking paper and foil paper from the outside as well. Add the crumbs and level it out. In total, I added 2.5 packet of Nutri-Choice. Let it set in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. In a bowl, I added 1 cup of hung curd. Whisk it a bit. In that, I sifted 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of the roux afza syrup, 1/4 teaspoon of rose essence, 1 tablespoon chopped nuts. Mix it. I wasn't getting that same beautiful pink color, so I added more 1 tablespoon of roux afza. Add the mixture on the set tart base. Okay, I followed the exact same recipe mentioned, but me being stupid didn't realize my tart mold is bigger in size. So I made double the batter and added it to fill the tart completely. Now I'm going to set it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. Let's demold it. Okay, the tart shell didn't come out as a whole, but it's fine. It's very beautiful. I'm going to garnish it with dried rose petals and chopped nuts. That is looking so pretty. It's definitely one of the prettiest desserts I've ever seen. Let's taste it now. Wow, it holds its shape pretty well. The rose is obviously very prominent. The texture is silky smooth. It's sweet, sour and salty as well. Loved it. Again, it is very simple, looks unique and very fancy. A perfect dessert to impress your guests. This was a successful hack. For the next hack, which is sent by Devanshi Bharadwaj, I added 1/4 cut peeled papaya in a blender. Grind it into smooth consistency. In a pan, add 1/2 tablespoon ghee. I'm making half the batch, so I added 1 cup papaya puree. Cook it for 5 minutes. Then add 1/2 cup of mawa, which is khoya. Mix it in. Then add 1/2 cup of sugar and keep mixing for 20 to 30 minutes until it turns glossy and thick like so. Now add 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom, that is elaichi powder, 1 teaspoon of chopped nuts and 1 tablespoon of milk powder. Mix it all together and transfer it into any tray lined with baking paper. Spread it out evenly. Place chopped nuts on top and let it set for 20 minutes. In total, it took 3 to 4 hours for the barfi to set completely. Cut into square shape. Remove the baking paper. Even after setting it for so long, it's still a bit sticky. Let's taste it. Wow, this is honestly the best dessert I had in the longest. It is so good, perfectly sweet and very refreshing for some reason. My favorite fruit is papaya and this is such a unique idea. It almost has the taste of ambawadi. The color is so pretty. It melts in your mouth. Not just me, but my whole family absolutely love these papaya burfis. This was definitely a big hit. Next hack is sent by Anushka Patil. For the next hack, I couldn't find the same green kaju mithai, so I'm using regular kaju katli instead. They mentioned the detailed recipe, so I'm following that. I'm grating 50 grams of kaju katli. To that, add 25 grams of room temperature butter, 25 grams castor sugar and mix it. Now to replicate the video, I tried adding 1 drop of green gel food color, but this doesn't look exactly the same. Their batter had olive green color, but it's fine. Now add 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, that is maida, and 1/8 teaspoon, that is a pinch of baking powder, and knead it into a smooth dough. Now divide it into equal balls, flatten and smoothen it out from all the sides. Place it on a baking tray. Add chopped kaju, that is cashew nuts. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 18 minutes. Okay, I know they don't look like biscuits. I should have placed it thoda dur. Also, I should have made smaller balls. That's totally my mistake, but let's taste it. Wow, it has a perfect biscuit snap and the taste is so good. It is crispy yet it melts in your mouth. It's exactly like Kaju Naan Kathai. Very delicious. It's very easy and quick. Definitely try it out. This recipe was a success. The next hack is sent by Prachi. I'm blending 1 cup of tender coconut flesh into smooth consistency. Add it into a bowl. To that, add half cup of tender coconut water. I got it from the local Nariyal Wala Bhaiya. Then add 4 tablespoons of condensed milk, 1.5 cup of full fat milk and whisk it. Then I added 2 tablespoons of soaked chia seeds. Mix it, then add few drops of vanilla essence and pinch of cardamom powder. Give it a final whisk and transfer into any glass or bowl you want to serve it in. I also sprinkled some elaichi powder over it. Let's give it a taste. I tasted it immediately after making, that's why it was a bit liquidy. Refrigerate it for at least 20 minutes and then have it. It tastes amazing. It's very creamy, thick and very rich. It's super simple and takes no time. I had paisam before but not the pure tender coconut one. It's very fresh and the tender coconut I used was very sweet. That's why I guess it turned out so good. Definitely give this Elanir paisam a try. It was a success. Our last hack is sent by Siddhi Sari. First, I'm going to soak few saffron, that is kesar strands, in 1/4 cup of warm water. Now I'm grating 1 boiled potato. Again, I'm making half the batch क्योंकि आज के दिन के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा मीठा हो चुका है. In a pan, add 1 tablespoon ghee, grated potato, and keep mixing till it changes its color. Then I'm adding 1/4 cup each of sugar and the saffron milk we made earlier. Recipe isn't mentioned, so I just eyeballed everything. Again, mix till everything is combined. Finally, add a pinch of elaichi powder and chopped nuts. Let's taste it now. Okay, the texture is like normal halwa. To be honest, the taste is decent. I can clearly taste the potato. In fact, it just tastes like sweetened, semi-mashed, grainy potato, which I'm not a huge fan of. Amongst all the desserts we tried today, this was a bit underwhelming. I guess it works, but personally, I didn't like it much. So for me, this hack was a 50-50. Try these pretty, delicious, mouth-watering recipes and let me know your feedback. Shout out goes to everyone who sent today's videos. If you want to shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram @HungerPlans and comment on this video telling me that you have. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more amazing videos.